So one question that I think is funny, like as being a fellow Rio Paralympian, everybody's like, how was Rio? And it's like such a loaded question because you're like, I was really stressed out and I needed to compete, and also like the elevators were broken and like there, so much stuff is going on.
And we didn't have running water on our side of the building for like 2 days.
It was crazy. It was like, it was a gift just in disguise,
Yeah.
I feel like.
I felt like anything that could have gone wrong during that experience did go wrong.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. It was kind of crazy. So what are your plans post Rio now?
Well, post Rio now, I'm just working on working towards Tokyo 2020, as you are, and aiming to be on the podium. And that's just what I'm working towards now, being an advocate for to have people with amputees in particular to get the access to the costly sports equipment, to be able to be involved in sport, to be active, and still working with the Challenge Athletes Foundation and doing that. But, you know, really it's just about buckling down, doing a lot of training, working hard, you know, not so glamorous most of the time.
It's pretty boring. It's like 2 weeks of the year you're like, this is fun. And for the most part, you're like, it's kind of boring.
Or when people are like, what do you do outside of sport? And I'm like, do you know my life?
Yeah, you're like, have you looked at my schedule?
Or just like, even if you're not doing, like, just the amount of time that you need to rest, you know, it's like, I would love to be doing other things when I'm not training, but the training takes so much out of you mentally, emotionally, physically. It's like, you gotta just stay home and rest.
I'm clocking like 10 to 12 hours my training cycle right now of sleep. Like it's just been insane.
Sleep. And so I don't have a lot of energy or time to do a lot of other things, but, you know, hoping to partner with my partners in being able to spread the message of equality, of inclusivity, of why sport matters, why it's important. And and of course, you know, every day that we get closer to Tokyo, I don't know about you, but I get anxiety about what I'm going to do afterwards.
Like the lump in my throat. I'm like,
yeah, like come the end of September next year, what am I going to be doing?
That's
you know,
future Scout's problem.
I know, but I'm a planner. I like to have like an idea of like something to work towards. So the fact that I really have no idea of what I'm going to be doing after Tokyo kind of has me slightly terrified.
Gal, it just seems like you have a good head on your shoulders, and I've known you for long enough. I'm like, you're smart, you are really highly intelligent, like you'll figure it out and you're gonna do something like big for sure. And again, I mean,
as are you. Like, we're college educated, we're smart, we've figured it out.
People like us.
Yeah.
You know,
we're not fugly.
No, yeah, we're doing okay. You know, like it's okay. I learned how to contour, so things are on the upswing again.
Something's gonna happen for us.
Something's it's gotta happen, right? It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. If you could, I'm gonna ask you two forms of this question. If you could go back in time and give younger Scout any sort of advice from what you know now, what would it be?
It would be that I think, you know, we work so hard to impress people that we think are important or that we want to impress, and we work so hard to fight for their acceptance and their approval. Like, I know as a young girl, being excluded from so many things, that was such a thing for me. Like, you know, just wanting people's acceptance and approval. But at the end of the day, you realize that everybody is struggling with the same things. Everybody is dealing with insecurity. They all want love and approval. And that the most important thing in life aren't those things, but it's of those things with yourself. Yeah. Not from other people, but do you have acceptance? Do you have love for yourself of whatever situation you're in, whatever circumstance you're in? And I think it took me a long time to figure out what that truly meant. You know, and especially for me to embrace my womanhood, to see that I wasn't just an extra in the shadow, the background, the afterthought.
Yeah, I'm not just filling up space.
Yeah, to really see like that I have something tremendous to offer and worth. But it really started from a place of acceptance and of love. And that's been a thing, I think, you know, all people
I'm like, I needed to hear that right now. Like, I was like,
I have not met a single, even the most confident people I know still have insecurities. They still struggle with that acceptance or things that they don't like about themselves. So I'm always still working towards that.
Yeah, it's a constant battle. constant growth. It's
Yes.
not a battle, it's
Yes.
growth. It's just like training, just like anything else you put in every day.
Yeah.
If there is one piece of advice that you have given to other people that you feel like you need right now, what would you say?
I talk a lot about, I don't really believe that there's like such thing as a balanced life, at least not my life, just
It's
because
impossible.
it's not
It comes in
really-
seasons, that's what I tell
Yeah.
people.
And there are times of the year that something has to be total priority, and life is not in
Everything
balance.
gets paused.
Right. And, I think, I would love to sort of be the kind of woman that has it all and can do it all, but I'm learning that that's not, it doesn't always happen like
you're
that.
like, I'm not her. Yeah, that's me, I'm not her.
Even though, but I think the idea of just having, for me, I talk a lot about just having an equilibrium, like from yourself, centered within yourself. I could use a little bit of that right now because I'm just always like,
It's a lot,
I'm just trying to manage all these different things and expectations and relationships and partnerships, and I've just being able to try to find that center again, I think would be a little bit nice.
The grounding at least, to be able to manage it all,
Yeah, and it's like that life doesn't have to be in balance, but just that you have a center, you are grounded in being able to, even though things are a bit chaotic, so probably, that equilibrium, so I'm not as scattered, which I tend to be a bit.
I've just, you just say yes to a lot of things and all of a sudden it all happens and you're like, oh.
Yeah, the overcommitting, the being a yes.
And
well,
then
that's a
having to
great
train,
point, but being a yes person, especially as I think women are more inclined to be that way because we
love making people feel good.
We want to make people
ourselves.
happy. We want to please everybody else but ourselves,
Yeah.
right? And I struggle with that almost on a daily of saying no. And this has been the year for me of saying no. Yes, I would love to, but I cannot do that. I can't take, these other things have to be so much more of a priority, are taking so much more of my bandwidth. And at this time and at this place, I can't do it.
It is a no.
And that people are gonna be upset, and that's okay.
That's okay.
That's okay. Putting yourself first at this time right now, it's not forever. I'm not gonna be doing this forever.
Yeah.
But that's been a hard thing for me I talk about, and I don't always do so well, is the people-pleasing dynamic and being able to say no.
2019, no.
Yeah.
Year of no.
Yeah. If it's not, and the way I'm approaching it now is if it is not feeding towards my bigger goals, what I'm looking to do, if it's not part of that or adding to that value, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No.
It's a no. My psychologist says that to me a lot. It's a no.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a no.
Well, Scout, I've really, really enjoyed this.
Oh my gosh.
This has been so
Same.
lovely to get to know you.
Thank you.
And not just us on the, the track being like, hey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Same, and looking forward to being able to, cheer you on too. I know we're both working towards the same things, and I have no doubt we'll both be in Tokyo together.
Yeah, I'll see you at the track.
Yes.
Thank you guys again for tuning in for this fireside chat. Stay tuned for more to come.